What's going on, my Scorpios? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so let's jump right into this March reading. Let's see what is in store for you guys. Now, this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Scorpio signs, guys. And keep in mind the energy could be transferable, so I could be picking up on something you're going through or someone around you. Okay, so keep that in mind. And guys, if this doesn't resonate, you could check your other placements, okay? Or you can get a personal reading that's catered to you. All right, guys, so let's see what is going on in the Scorpio world. Now, the deck I'm using now, guys, is the Wild Unknown Tarot. All right, what is going on with Scorpio? We have the Empress card, the Sun card in the reverse, and we have the Three of Wands in the reverse, okay? For some of you, you're seeing something just for what it is, and your soul is at peace with it at this point. Whether it's you or someone around you, it's like somebody just feels depleted. They feel like they did everything that they could to make this work. Or maybe this is something where you were losing a lot of money or spending a lot of money or something that put you in a tight financial place. So it could be that there was something that you guys were starting, but then out of nowhere, some unexpected information came out where you're just like, okay, no, I'm not doing this. Okay. So why is this Empress card here? We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. That could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius energy, but this is totally a pissed off Scorpio as well. Okay, somebody who is going to tell you exactly what they feel, and you're going to feel their wrath. Okay. Why is the Sun card reversed here? We have the Six of Swords. Okay. And why is this Three of Wands reversed here? We have the King of Swords in the reverse, okay? So someone could be having a difficult time letting go, but I feel like someone is pissed. And be careful, guys, because specifically, I see a situation that could have began getting abusive. I don't know why my spirit felt to say that. Maybe you were in something that was good and abuse came in out of nowhere. Okay, maybe you love somebody and they got mad and like hit you or did some abusive thing to you. Okay. Um, if it's not that, it could just be that you're just getting something you completely unexpected. Maybe you went for this job interview and the boss seemed like an angel, and then the second like you're locked in and working there, you find out that this is someone who's actually really evil and self-serving. Okay, so it could be something along those lines as well. But you're protecting yourself from something that's being seen as a mistake, or maybe someone's doing that, towards you. Page of Pentacles reversed came out. Page of Cups reversed. Okay. All right, and we have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck now. All right, guys, so we have the Devil card. We have the Ten of Swords, Nine of Cups in the reverse, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So there was something, honestly, guys, that someone knew exactly what this was, but they didn't want to see it for what it was, okay? It's like, yeah, I know that he yelled at me or maybe pushed me a little hard, but it's because he loves me and I got him so upset, and this is something that's not going to happen again. But deep down, you're like, yeah, this is going to happen again. So maybe it could be that. I don't know why I feel abused for a lot of you. Well, hopefully it's not for a lot of you. Okay, and abuse doesn't have to be physical, guys. Mental, physical, verbal, okay, spiritual. There's many ways to attack a person. But something changes very abruptly, Leo. And you guys are dealing with a situation that's very serious. I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit for y'all. Y'all know I'm never going to do that. I'm sorry. I don't know if I just said Leo now, guys. I meant Scorpio. I just did them before. But yeah, Scorpio, with whatever this is heavy. Okay. This is something that a person was kind of in denial about, but now I feel like it's at a point where it's just like it's bam in your face. You can't deny this. You can't deny the effect that it has on you or those around you, Scorpio. Okay. I feel like a secret comes out for something that a person was very invested in. Okay. All right, Scorpio. So I'm going to do another pull for you guys. Let's do another spread. This is Grand Lux Tarot, guys. All right, so what is going on with Scorpio? Let me just put this to the other side so I have more room. I said Leo for you guys because I'm looking, when I work, I used to, and just advice for anyone who has a business, but I used to cross off what I had to do. And even if I did like 20 readings that day, I would still feel anxious because I'm like, shit, I owe another 100, you know, and people are messaging me and stuff. So now I don't even look at the to-do list. I just, you know, I look at it to see who I have to send something to, but I just write everything that I do. So at the end of the day, I just feel amazing. Like, ooh, like right now I did like 20 readings today. So I'm happy about that. So yeah, instead of looking at what you have to do, write down what you did do. You'll feel more accomplished if you're anything like me. All right, so what's gonna come out for y'all in this spread? Hierophant reversed. Six of Wands reversed. This is making a very clear statement, guys. And we have the Knight of Cups. So you guys are undecided about this, but the thing is, Scorpio, you're okay. You're still able to stand on your own 2 feet. You're still able to, you know, you don't lose who you are in this. But guys, not only was this not meant to be in your life, but it would have derailed you so much from your purpose, from what you're meant to do. Maybe this was against your morals or against someone's morals, but someone is just like, even though something is draining, a person is trying to figure out whether or not it's just still be there. Okay, but I see this as very depleting. Why is this Hierophant reversed? We have the Hermit card. For some of you, maybe it was a Virgo specifically you were dealing with. We have the Three of Wands reversed. Okay. Lover's card reversed and the Five of Cups. So yeah, it might be a fallout, guys. Letting a loved one go. And this doesn't have to be someone you are intimate with. It could be a job. It could be a, you know, a family member. It could be a friend. But it's like, you know, something is just not going to benefit your life in a healthy way anymore. So it's just like, I got to remove myself, even if it's difficult, because I just don't see this growing. Okay. So at this point, you know, this is something that you're saying, look, I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. And this is something that is just out of my control. And it was just, you know, there's too much burden. You felt the weight of the world on your shoulders with this. All right, we have the Nine of Wands. Okay. It's funny because this had came out like this, but then it just slowly turned into the Nine of Pentacles. So it's showing that, yes, there could have been something that was very depleting, or maybe some sort of relationship or reconciliation that you tried to, you know, come across. But it's like, you know, I'm good on my own. I don't necessarily need that. Okay, we have the Four of Coins, the Wheel of Fortune, and then what is this? The Knight of Coins in the reverse. So by you guys being very reserved towards something, you have a very positive shift in your life. What Spirit is asking for you guys is to stand strongly through the conflict, okay? Usually with the Five of Swords, guys, if you're, you know, into tarot at all, it's usually a picture of a guy, you know, holding some swords, and then you'll see people off in the background kind of like slumped and like moving away from a situation. So when you see the Five of Swords, it's not necessarily a bad card. It's just how you handle a situation. Are you going to be the person who walks away from it feeling defeated, okay, having your head down and just moping, or are you gonna have that are you gonna be that person who has the sword on their back and they're like, yeah, I did that shit, I got through it. Okay, so that's what Spirit is saying at this point, that you got to hold your head high and get through this, okay, and really just stand your ground with this. Wow. So guys, this is something karmic for sure. And there was a lot of illusions here. I feel like you guys are in a place where there's so many paths you can take from this point on. But I'm going to be honest, and it's going to vary for everybody. Okay. If whoever did something very foul here, they might see a little bit of karma. For someone that may have endured something big, and they were on the short end of it, this is when the universe is like, look, let me grab you and hold you and love you, because I know that that was rough, but now you have something so incredible. Now, regardless if you guys are going to be hit with a little bit of karma or not, it still works out. So you'll deal with the karma if you have to. I feel that most of you won't. But with you going through this, it puts you in a position where you're seen as very, it's like you're seen as very powerful. You're seen as someone that is like all knowing in a sense. And this propels you forward to a place where I feel like you're following something very passionately. And I feel that money can come in for this as well. And a good amount of money, not just, a few dollars. This is something that can sustain you. For some of you, you could be dealing with the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So that could be it. Okay. But whatever the illusion is, guys, you have to move yourselves away from this. So there's going to be a very, drastic change that happens. But ultimately, it does benefit you, even if there's kind of a bump or two in the road before getting to that. Okay. All right, Scorpio. So let me pull you guys some cards of guidance and advice and see what this is trying to say. You have the King of Cups. So guys, this, no matter how it's coming at you, it helps you so much to just grow as a person and grow just within yourself. Okay. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Oh. Wow. Okay. So yeah, you guys are letting go of something that, there could be burden tied to it, or maybe you just felt like you constantly had to defend yourself, okay, or you constantly had to explain yourself. But this is a very specific message. There is something from your past that comes into your life, and I don't feel as though it's love for a lot of you. I feel as though this is, not saying there can't be love, but this is something that brings you comfort. It's like something that reminds you of home. It's kind of like, the best way to describe it for me, I love camp. When I was younger, it's something I looked forward to every summer. So when I think back on camp, it's just like, yeah, I remember swimming with my friends and, playing and getting those paint face tattoos and just having a ball. So it's something that has that sort of warmth and that sort of feeling. So maybe it's a childhood friend that you reconnect with. Maybe you go back to visit, an old elementary school and you see your teacher. It's something that's comforting to that extent, something that comforts the child within you. Okay, I get chills with it because it's going to have a very strong impact on you guys. And it comes in at a time where you could feel a little bit debilitated with the burden that you had to release, but this kind of gets you back on track, and it reinstills passion in you if you feel as though you've lost it. We have the Justice card reversed, the Eight of Cups, and the Star card in the reverse. So yeah, you do lose faith in something. There's some sort of injustice or something that, a person feels isn't fair. But at the same time, you have something that comes in that really, really helps you. Okay. You guys are still going to be stuck on whatever this is that you're releasing. But you're going to receive some sort of communication, or something is going to happen for you where you're just like, okay, I can let this go. I know that this was blocking me. So my advice to you guys is, what grounds you? And at a core level, I'm not saying, that Philly cheesesteak from your favorite spot, that's cool and all, but like, what has always felt like home to you? For me, that's dance. I remember, I danced for like 10, 15 years. Um, and anytime I'd have to like break up with someone or I was going through something devastating, I would try to do it before dance class because I knew after those 2 or 3 hours of me dancing with my crew, I didn't feel shit. So I felt bad for anybody who dated me back then because all I needed to do was dance for 2 hours and I was over you. So whatever that is, guys, that grounds you, go back to it. All right. I love you guys. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's High Vibrations 44. I'm also on Twitter as well, Bruja Shit. And if you guys need a personal reading, there are multiple ways to get it. Everything is in the description below. And guys, last year my life was just a mess in regards to organization and all of that stuff. So I'm hiring people to go through my emails. I am hiring someone who is getting text messages for new readings. All of that is separate because I don't want to give someone access to all of it because that's too much power. So guys, if you text the number about anything other than a new reading, that person will not respond, okay? So I love you guys. Take care.